nothing but fishing thing.
Morning. It's about 7:20 on Thursday. Not sure what the date is. It's Thursday the 28th, and I've come on to Main Lake for the day. I wasn't actually expecting what I saw when I got here, but half of the lake is frozen. It's quite thin ice, so hopefully it'll melt throughout the day. But I've gone for a swim, which is just where the ice ends and the normal water starts. So I've come here because I think that most anglers that are going to turn up are going to try and go down the bowl end where all the ice is gone. And if I'm up here, I'm kind of right on the edge of that ice. And hopefully that might be some kind of feature, I have no idea, but this is where I'm going to try. It's going to be cold, it's going to be hard, but it's about time I had another session on this lake. So hopefully I have a few today. Now this is a tree, but more importantly, it's the rig that I tied up yesterday. Hope you can see that. Yeah, try and get it to focus. Basically it's just KD rig style. I'm trying out some different hooks though, some Nash Fang X I think they are. And as you can see, they kick back absolutely loads. So hopefully that'll give me an edge when I fish. Hopefully picks it up. And that'll just, because it's KD style, it's all it's exaggerating the turn of the hook as well. So the weight of the bait is basically coming off the eye, and that also helps to pull the hook round. So that's one of the rigs. Hopefully that one will give me a fish. Back to the tree. This is the other rig that I've tied up. More of a standard rig. This one isn't a KD, it's just coming off the bottom of all the turns around the shank. Same hooks again though, and it still has a really fierce turn in. And that's the one I'm going to be putting out into mid-water with a little bag of crushed and whole boilies. 8:25. Both rods are out, as you saw. Left rod out into mid-water, and the right rod just off the edge of the bush to the right of my swim. And I think it's time for a nice hot tea. Still absolutely freezing. Is that a beat? The ice is starting to retreat. I mean, when I got here, the ice was just around the edge of this swim, but it's moved down a little bit. Which is good. It's good to see the water slightly warming up and the air temperature. But yeah, I need warming up myself, so as soon as this is boiled, it's going to be cup of tea number one. And the sun looks as though it's trying to come through the sky, through the clouds, but it's not supposed to be sunny, and the highest temperature today is probably going to be about 6 degrees, so it's not going to be a warm one. But never mind, it's another session on here, and I thought it's good to get out here because my confidence is still high on this lake. I mean, last session I had, although it was about 2 and a bit weeks ago, I did have a fish, which was such a confidence boost. Well, I'm going to stop now because it's going to interrupt me. Time to make a cup of tea. The key really is to stay warm. If you're not warm, you don't enjoy it. Obviously wrap up warm, bring hot food, hot cup of tea. But another thing that keeps you nice and warm Or hit flask. Just a little tip for you. Well, it's probably about 10:30 now. Still no fish. I had a few beeps on the left rod, but nothing big. Nothing on the right rod, but then again I'm fishing completely slack line on that one because I'm not very far off the bank. Something pretty bad's just happened actually. I was wondering whether to tell you guys, but hip flask has run out. But never mind. I'm nice and warm now. Right, so these are the hooks I'm using at the moment. Like I said earlier, I've gone for something a bit different. For quite a while now I've been using quarter hooks, and although there's nothing wrong with them, I thought I might as well try something different, because there's no point in sticking to one certain rig, one certain hook, one certain setup, because you may be missing a trick and improve your fishing. I saw these on the free Nash DVD the other day and thought I'd give them a try. Fang X size 8s, barbless of course, you can't fish with barbed on these legs. And it says on the back it's got new technology of different coating, anti-resistance, and extra sharp and extra strong. Now I thought, how sharp can they be? So last night I gave a little test, and I have never felt hooks as sharp as these. It went straight through my skin with so little pressure, so they are extremely sharp. This is one of the rigs that I'm fishing with today. One of them's out there, but this is just another example. As you can see, it's KD rig style. So the bait will hang here, and the hook will sit just like this, and it will sort of curve round before it's even been picked up by a fish. And because of the design of the hook, how it's curved and the eye turns in, this has got such a fierce turn back that if a fish tries to blow that back out straight away, the plan is it will turn straight into the fish's mouth, and that is not coming out. So hopefully that's what will happen today. I mean, I know conditions are hard, but fish come out all year round, so hopefully these will do the job, and I'll be very happy with the outcome. Just gone 3:30. I've recast the rods probably about 10-15 minutes ago. Same spots again. The left rod I put out quite a big bag of crushed cell and pellet, all ground up so it's nice and powdery, and put in there the original bait I was using all day, so it's a bit washed out. It still has a flavour, but it seems like it's been there a bit longer, and it's not going to stand out as much against the rest of the bait. And the right rod is still down the right margin. Again, I put a little bag on it, just so I know that the rigs haven't tangled on the cast, and they're sat perfectly on the bottom, so there's nothing to worry about there. Already I've had a touch on the left rod, well, a couple of beeps, but that could just be where everything's settling, I'm not sure. So yeah, I got probably about 2 hours fishing left until I start getting everything packed away. It's like I've said before, the gate locks at 6. So if you have a fish last minute, you've then got to rush everything. So I don't want to be doing that. So about 2 hours fishing left. But I am feeling confident, although nothing's been coming out lately, not as much. I do feel like today I'm very confident. There's probably about 8 or 9 anglers on there. No one's had anything or any touches or anything, but it's getting to the time of the day where fish start to come. Probably got about half an hour's fishing left until everything needs to come in. Hasn't happened today, but then again I said this last time when I fished in, and the next vlog was me with a fish in my hands. Don't want to jinx it, but this is a good time to catch a fish. But if not, I still thoroughly enjoyed my session. Although it was cold to start with, it did warm up. It's been a really fun session, and if you don't enjoy the blanks, then there's not really much point in going fishing, because you're gonna have blanks whether you like it or not. So I've enjoyed myself. I haven't had anything today, but again, it's another session under my belt. It's been fishing hard. No one on the lake's had anything yet today, and so yeah, it's just to be expected. But thanks for watching anyway. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again. Morning. It's 8:10 already. I actually got here just after 7, so I've been here an hour already. I'm fishing in, I think, what's called Peg 5. So I'm fishing into the bowl. Both rods are going into the bowl, right one further in than the left. Fishing cell with fluoro pop-ups as well. This is something that someone told me at the end of my session the other day. That bright pop-ups and smaller baits are doing quite well at the moment, so that's what I'm trying. And already I've seen fish swirling and rolling out in front of my swim, and that's more, well, and again now, that's the most I've seen in a session so far this early on as well. And I just saw another swirl over there, so if ever I'm going to catch a fish, I think today's it. I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking perfect. Today's going to get up to about 9 degrees, so it's warmer. The lake wasn't frozen this morning, so it means it didn't go below freezing last night, which is good. But yeah, it's just looking perfect. I've already had a liner on the right rod, a slow one. Got my heart going already, but yeah, it's looking good. And hopefully the different baits, different approach will pay off. I managed to get quite a number of boilies out as well. Instead of putting out single boilies which the seagulls can pick off, I was chucking handfuls in, so they got a few of them, but quite a lot of them went to the bottom. So I got bait out there, and like I said, I keep seeing signs, so it's looking pretty good. I probably saw at the start of the video as well, before I got to the lake I saw a field full of stags. That is pretty cool to see. I saw about 7 stags and a load of females, so that was a good way to start the day, especially as I'm into my photography. So yeah, hopefully I'll see just as many fish. I'm not sure if this is stupidity or dedication. I've got college work to get done. I also wanted to come fishing, so I brought my work with me. Let's just hope I don't go kicking it flying if my rod goes off. update. It's now 2:05 and still nothing. I've had one beep all afternoon, that's all it's been. I've recast probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, around lunchtime, the right one back out to mid-water, and the left one is just in the left margin. The bloke next to me told me there's a gravel patch on the left, and I managed to find it. It's about 3 foot square, just in the left margin, so I've put my left rod just in there, and the left rod is a trimmed down pop up, so it's basically that high and about that wide. It's very small bait, critically balanced, and 2 bits of shot along the hair, because testing in the margins I've noticed that my rigs don't lie flat on the bottom, they tend to sort of bow, so I've put a bit of weight on the rig itself, and that's holding it down. The right rod, a critically balanced snowman setup. Again, I've done the same with the shot along the line to keep it down. That's out in mid-water, but yeah, nothing's really happening. It's been very quiet. The sun's out, it's always completely blue sky, so it's a bit warmer, but nothing's going on. So hopefully towards the evening, within like the next hour or two, start to see more signs of fish. They'll go down, and hopefully we'll have one this evening, because it is, like I say, it is a bit warmer, so it should switch the fish on to feeding. But who knows? This is fingers crossed, and hopefully we will have. Unfortunately, it's another blank, but never mind. I keep saying another session under the belt, so surely shorten the amount of time it's going to be for my next fish. Hopefully next time will be the session. Turn you off.